Welcome to Ladies of Another View on BEK. I am Mary, and my partners in crime today are Miss Carmen and Miss Ann.
Howdy.
We have a great show planned today. We're going to visit with Dr. Susan Blyskull. She's a founder and president of, let me get the name of it, a skincare company. I'm sorry.
It's BEKskincare.com.
Perfect. Welcome to the show. I was just going to say later in the show we're going to visit a little bit more about some things that are going on in Canada with their drug problem, and then later in the show we're going to talk about immigration, and then we always leave our viewers with the lighter side. But let's just welcome Dr. Blyskull to the show. Welcome, Dr. Susan.
Thank you so much. It's such a privilege to meet you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you about that. I have my little iPad here, and I didn't have the name of your company, and forgive me for that. But why don't you tell us a little bit about your skincare company and why you felt it was important to go ahead and do something different?
Well, it all started many years ago when I was pregnant with my daughter. I was looking for a product that was safe and effective so that I can use it on myself during pregnancy to help me with stretch marks, not getting stretch marks and scars and things like that. So I couldn't find anything safe out there. So I decided to create my own cream. So that's how it all started. I started making the formulation myself. I use it on myself and throughout the pregnancy, and I'm still using it as of today. And I use it all over my body when I shower, and it kind of keeps your skin nice and soft and hydrated and moisturized, and it helped me through pregnancy. And then from there, I made some more for my friends and family that were going through the same, childbearing years, and it helped them as well. And then years later, I decided to take it out to public. So that's how it started. So today, I started with one product, and then today I have 24 products in my line.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Now, you are a doctor of pharmacy, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's how it kind of got started? You were able to compound things at a pharmacy, I'm assuming?
Yes, I compounded my own product, and I wanted to create a very natural, botanical product line that was nice and safe, that there's no GMOs, there's no animal testing, there's no harsh chemical, no synthetic fragrances or anything like that in it. So everything is created in a very nice, clean form of product. And we get our ingredients, we usually harvest them at the maximum peak of for each ingredients, and we mix it in with some of the aromatherapy oils that kind of gives the scent of the product. So I don't use any fragrances. It's just the botanical, the herbal products that I use that brings out the little scent to it.
Wow, that sounds amazing. It seems like a very holistic approach that brings both science and nature together. Can you tell our viewers just a little bit more about some of those products and how they can change and help affect your skin?
Well, it's like, science meet nature. I kind of married both of them together, and I wanted the products that were effective and had pharmaceutical results as a background so that I can help as many people as I could out there with any kind of skin issues or any age. I have different types of categories in my line. I have eye cream, moisturizers, serums, masks. I have body products. The cream is the number one, and then I have the shower gel and also body butter as my body products in its own category. And then recently I came up with the hair growth system, and that's for people that are losing their hair as we get older. Some people, lose more hair, and so the products are natural peptides that actually stimulates your hair follicles and generate the hair. The same thing with like anti-aging products that I have. For anyone above the age of 40, we need to take care of our skin, make sure that we get enough peptide and ceramides and vitamins and minerals into our skin so that we can stay hydrated and nurture our skin as we get older.
Okay, so I was going to say, let's talk a little bit about peptides, because that seems like to be kind of a trend right now. People are doing injections, people are taking pills, people are taking lotions. Explain what a peptide is and what it does to help your body.
Well, just like peptide and ceramides, what they do, they regenerate collagen, and if you put it on your scalp, they regenerate the hair follicle. But if on the skin, they help regenerating collagen, and collagen is the main source of our skin staying up nice and firm. Just like when we're younger, we produce a lot of collagen, but as we get older, it becomes less and less. And plus, women go through hormonal changes, and as we lose estrogen or progesterone, the collagen production also goes down. So mixing the peptides and ceramides with vitamins and minerals, it plumps your skin, it hydrates it, and it stimulates the collagen to be produced, and so it works as an anti-aging.
Wonderful.
So are you saying then, say people have allergies or they have sensitive skin, are they looking more to your type of product, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, mine is plant-based, basically, and all of my products are non-irritating. Like I said, there's no harsh chemical, anything that would cause your skin to become irritated. In fact, I have a couple of products, calming serum and soothing cleanser, and also aloe mask that I use for people with rosacea and redness of the skin. And so when you put the products on, it kind of calms your skin down. And I recommend it to be used after laser treatments for some people, or, chemical peel or something like that. If anyone goes through those types of processes, you can use that. You can use my product to kind of calm your skin down. So yes, it is plant-based, it's safe, and it's very effective.
Wonderful. So I know that you've been recognized for leadership and your innovation and care, also in telling us some of those accolades that you have received. Also, can you tell us what BHR stands for?
BHR stands for Blessed Healing Remedy. So the first product that I formulated, the body cream, I called it Healing Remedy. And the reason I called it Blessed Healing Remedy is because from the very beginning, every step that I took, I was praying over the every step, and I prayed over every single product that I created in my line. So, and I had other people praying over them, and so that's why I call it Blessed Healing, because it's all, we blessed all the products, so to speak. So that's why I called it Blessed Healing Remedy.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
It really is. And so a lot of times in today's world of all the lotions and potions and whatnot, we're finding out that sunscreen actually has some carcinogens in it that people didn't know about. Some of the products here in the United States that people are using have been banned in European countries, but yet they call us the crazy ladies.
Yeah.
So do you have anything for sunscreen protection?
Absolutely. In fact, it's one of my newest products. It's called Tinted Mineral SPF. It doesn't have the harsh chemicals that you were just talking about. So it's made with mineral products, and it gives a nice sheer color. That's why I call it tinted. And if you don't want to wear makeup, you can put that on, go about your day, and it kind of gives it a little bit of, glow to your skin. So I highly recommend that. It is SPF 30. So it protects you for up to 12 hours during the day.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the things that we put into the products. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Find your path to discovery, adventure, and inspiration in Lemon, South Dakota. Immerse yourself in the charm and beauty of the region's natural resources. Unearth eras of history. Explore the unique attractions and world-renowned creations. Come see for yourself what makes this community a great getaway and an even greater place to make your home. Whether you're here for a day or for a lifetime, you can find your path in Lemon, South Dakota.
There's never been a better time to rediscover the style, reliability, and all-season, all-terrain fun of the all-new Nissan lineup at the new and improved Ryan Nissan. Whether it's the sleek and stylish Murano, the adventure-ready Pathfinder, or the reimagined, ready-for-anything 2026 Rogue, the all-new Ryan Nissan has the vehicle of your dreams at a price perfect for any budget. It's time to rediscover your passion for the road. It's time to rediscover the all-new Ryan Nissan, engineered to endure.
Yeah, U.S. Cattlemen is a member organization that each member has a vote in anything we do with policy. We're representing the independent cattleman or the cow-calf guy or an independent feeder or whatever. We like to support the independent producer. We're talking about mandatory ID, we're talking about cool, we're talking about all the legislation that's going to be coming down with the new administration. There's going to be lots of moving and shaking, so always check us out at our website, uscattleman.org.
Come on in and experience small town hospitality and the personalized care that makes car buying a pleasure.
We know that every journey starts with the right car. Whether it's school drop-off, weekend road trips, or your daily commute, we have the right vehicle for you and your family.
With trusted brands, affordable prices, and a team that treats you like family, finding your next car has never been so easy.
We pride ourselves on personal attention and quality service. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
When I first decided to invest in gold, I was a bit nervous and unsure how to start. Luckily, I found Noble Gold Investments. From the very first call, they made investing easy. No pushy sales tactics, no gimmicks, and no confusing free silver offers with hidden fees. Just honest advice tailored to my needs, giving me confidence every step of the way. If you're new to gold investing or want a partner you can trust, visit noblegoldinvestments.com.
Welcome to where classy meets Wild West. Buffalo Gypsy Boutique of Bismarck has clothing, decor, and gifts ranging from sophisticated boho style to fun and flashy. Our exclusive brands such as Scully, Double D Ranch, and Tanner Mark provide standout style for the whole family, right down to the little ones. We always have a great selection of Kimes denim, and we proudly offer American-made jewelry and artwork. Find Buffalo Gypsy classing up North Bismarck just off Highway 83.
Welcome back to Ladies of Another View on BEK. We've been visiting with Dr. Susan Blyskull. She is a pharmacist who actually came up with her own potions to help us keep looking younger. And her company is called Blessed Healing Remedy, so BHR. Dr. Susan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You know, before the break, we were talking a little bit about, well, first of all, I must say, all right, during the break, we found out you're from Myrtle Beach. And in Myrtle Beach, there's all kinds of sunshine, and I don't see a single age spot on you. I don't see a wrinkle on you, so whatever you're using must be working. But I wanted to talk a little bit about COVID, because a lot of people had lost their hair during COVID. And as a pharmacist, we know that there were some chemical imbalances and whatnot. But the product that you talked about with the peptides in it, does it help with hair loss due to COVID?
Absolutely. It like I said, it stimulates the hair follicle. Unfortunately, during COVID, a lot of us lost a lot of hair. And one of the reasons I wanted this product to come to the market is because I tested it on myself. I had bald spots on my head, and I did get COVID. And so these three products, the shampoo, conditioner, and the serum, they work together. If you use it once or twice a week, after about between 3 months to 6 months, you can see the hair growth coming back. And right now, I've actually completely covered the bald spots that I had in my head. And there's some before and after pictures on the website of myself as well.
Oh, good.
Wow. That's wonderful. I know I had issues with that myself after COVID, and I've talked to so many people the same, you know, and then, you know, you try different things out there. Well, I haven't found the thing that's worked yet, so I think I'm on to something with you. I was going to ask you a question. Are men able to use a lot of these products as well as women?
Absolutely. I have men that use my cleansers as for shaving. They use my hair shampoo and conditioner and the serum for hair loss for men. And the body cream, they can use it on their body. So the products work for both men and women and for all ages and all skin types.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. Do you have like a deodorant too? Because we have been promoting this masculine deodorant, and so you know, so
aluminum
now
free.
It's aluminum free and whatnot. But do you have anything for that as well?
Not yet, but you just gave me a good idea to think.
Well, I'm wondering if people do go to your website because they're curious or they want to get something. Do you have like, you know, certain products you would recommend a certain package just as a basic starting pack and things like that, or what's available out there?
Of course. I not only sell them separately, but I also sell them in the bundles. And if you go by any bundle, depending on your skin type, you actually get a nice discount on the bundles as well. If you go to the website, I have the hero products that I sell more than, you know, anything. So you get a list of that. But there's also a page for bundles that you can look and see which bundle fits your skin the best. So yes, it's there on the website, and there's enough explanation that you can figure out which bundle fits you the best.
Great, and I understand that you're offering a promotion code for any of the BEK viewers, not just Ladies of Another View, but any of the BEK viewers for that matter. LOAV20 will get them a 20% discount?
Yes, on all of the regular products. If there are sale items, you actually get a bigger discount on the sale items by themselves. So the 20% off is for any product that are regular price. You can take the 20% off of them.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And are your products in stores on the shelves, or did people have to go to your website?
The online, I have an online store. So yeah, they would have to go online and order it, and we'll ship it to them.
Great. Wonderful. And do you ever offer, or have you ever considered offering wholesale to people?
If there are companies that are looking to, you know, buy some of the products, of course, I can do whatever.
Sure. I always think of like my chiropractor or someone like that. You know, some of these health places. You know, they're always looking for new product lines and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm happy to work with anyone. Whoever God wants me to work with, I will do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, this lends itself to discussing that you have had a lot of awards. You have been recognized by the industry. Can you tell us just a little bit about some of that?
Well, yes, I've been given a few awards and plaques and things like that. In fact, this past year, this 2026, a lot of things happened this year, and I was supposed to travel to Dubai and to Bangkok to receive the awards in person, but traveling, you know, didn't really work for me at that time. But they went ahead and mailed everything to me. So I was one of the influential women in 2026. Then I got the global leadership for entrepreneurs and beauty, skin and beauty, and but everything is like faith-based, you know, in my line. And I'm also being featured in USA Today. I was featured in 3 other magazines. I forget the titles of them. But it's all out there.
So then people basically don't have to pray quite as hard for good skin. They can just pray a little bit and get your product, and they'll have great looking skin. Yeah. Is that what I'm hearing?
You know what? Your natural skin, you have to work with your natural skin. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us put so much, you know, if we don't read the ingredients, if we don't know what's in it, and you keep using the toxic product on your skin, eventually it's going to show that, you know, it causes problems or skin issues. But if you take care of your natural skin, and especially when you're out there in the sun, you got to make sure you cover yourself up with SPF and, you know, cover your skin as much as you can, because as we get older, these age spots just multiply. You know, it just yeah, so you.
Well,
the
and
more-
again, I go back to the products that have been banned in other countries are not banned here in the United States yet, but they're kind of starting to look at that there are carcinogens in some of the mainstream sunscreens right now. And they say just your natural skin tone, getting a little melanin in your skin actually is better for you than those toxic sunscreens. So I'm glad that there's a healthy one that a person can use.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I highly recommend it. And you put that on, you put the serum on, then the moisturizer, then you put the SPF on top.
Perfect.
Before you
All right.
put your makeup on.
Okay, what would you like to leave our viewers with?
Well, I would like to help as many people as I can. My company is really based on, service to others. And I feel like my job here is to provide whatever I can through my products, through my natural products, and try to help as many people out there as I can with their skin issues.
Okay.
So I highly recommend taking a look at our website and look at our products that are available right now.
Sure. All right. And I just want to put it out there again, LOAV20, and you get a 20% discount. Thanks for joining us today, Dr. Susan. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much. So nice to meet you all. Thank you.
You too.
You as
God
well.
bless.
All right, don't go away. We will be right back. We have some information coming out of Canada, how they are treating their drug addicts. You hate to put it that way, but it's one of those things.
It's reality.
Don't go away.
Yep.
Stop out to our facility, Highway 22 South. Let us build a truck for you.
When there's a storm on the horizon, you typically don't get a lot of advance notice. So you brace yourself as best you can and rebuild when it's over. Times like these are what insurance is for, the protection of our livelihoods, our families, our homes, and our lives. We support our community coming together in times of need. As an independent insurance agency, we tailor our services to your needs. At Dakota Community Insurance, we can help you weather the storm. Talk to one of our agents today.
We are the St. Mary Sisters. We are building a new facility here in Bismarck, North Dakota, for the sake of training young women to be courageous teachers in this state. The sisters will educate the younger generation to be fully alive through truth and discipline. The sisters' life of devotion and joy will make a positive difference in your community. Check out what we're up to, see what's going on, and join our mission to make a difference in the lives of the children of North Dakota.
Let's be frank, it's a pain to be without your vehicle after an accident. That's why you should take it to Jerome's Collision Center. Our shop is supersized and we have the qualified staff to fill it up and work on your vehicle, step by step, piece by piece, in crazy fast time without sacrificing quality. When you need us, we'll turn your bad experience into a good one. We're Jerome's Collision Center, and we're the best at what we do.
Hey, I'm Corey Heppola, and I grew up in a small town.
This road used to be gravel.
But a long time ago, I left to live in a big city. Now, I wonder...
Just because we're small doesn't mean we can't have nice things.
What would it be like to move back?
Man, it's mad love up in here.
So, I'm traveling to different small towns across the Midwest to find out. Because what do I really know about rural living? Oh. The people.
If there is anything that you can say about this town, it's that we take care of each other.
The innovation.
So none of this equipment even existed.
And the opportunities.
It's like every year in the spring, there's always like a revitalization of just excitement.
This is my town.
Oh, jeez. You were close.
7 episodes. Sunday night, 6:30 on BEK TV.
Clinics, and they had
Welcome back to Ladies of Another View on BEK. It was great listening to her, and she has such passion in trying to help people. And of course, it comes from God and her heart to put a product together like that. And we all need, you know, some of this holistic stuff. Some of this chemical-ridden stuff just isn't good for your skin. In this segment, this is a clip that I ran across regarding the Canadians, but you know, the Americans aren't that much different. It's how, well, I'll let you hear it, how this gentleman explains what they do with the drugs up there.
What's going on?
Okay, really quick. So if you're a drug addict, if I'm a drug addict and I've got a drug problem, I can go to the doctors and say, I have a drug problem and I'm on doing street drugs. The doctors will give you prescription medication. They'll also give you $40 a day for up to 3 months, which is $1,800. It's called the Elevate program, to get you on the prescription medication so you're not taking the street drugs. Okay, that's one program. Another program is if you're doing street drugs and you just want to get off the drugs, they will then in turn, you can go to your doctors again, which is impossible to get a doctor. You can go into the doctors will put you on hydromorphine, or what you saw is dillies, and they'll give you up to 24 dillies a day. That's an 8 milligram tablet of hydromorphine, which is about 4 times as strong as a 20 milligram oxycodone. Oxys are what used to be around, dillies are what now around. So what happens is they are given out to the drug addicts in the morning. So as soon as the pharmacy's open, they're lined up to get their drugs, and they walk out of the store with their drugs, and they in turn sell it to the dealer. The dealer in turn sell it to the rich person in the community for triples their money, right? And then they in turn give that person the street drug they want, which is fentanyl.
Wow, that is crazy.
So isn't that insane? And so the druggies know where to get legal drugs. They go ahead and they sell them to the fancy drug dealers. Those drug dealers give them the fentanyl that they want. And then they sell the higher end drugs to
the rich people.
To the rich people, yep.
Or
Plus
even,
they give them $40. They get those pills plus $40.
Yeah, yeah. I know there's a lot changing in the addiction community across the nation. And in North Dakota, Catherine Burgum started it. You know, a lot of different ways to look at addiction, a lot of different ways to treat it, things like that. But with that, and maybe it was even started before that, there was some enabling things going on, you know, giving needles to heroin addicts, giving, you know, and I get the Narcan if they're overdosing and you can give them a, you know, puff of Narcan and save their life. I get that, but it's still, it's hard. It's hard to know where's that line, because many addicts will tell you, until nobody was there to help me get anything and I couldn't hustle anybody for anything, I finally hit my bottom where I had to get help. Mm-hmm. You know, and as long as we're having programs and funding programs in our country that prolong that, you know, they want a soft landing. They don't want these people to hurt so much. Well, I get that. We have compassion, but finding that bottom is not, you know, all of a sudden I land on a cloud and it feels so good, I think I'll go get treatment or whatever. You know, it's like, no, I just ran into a train, mm-hmm. you know? And so it gets to be a fine line sometimes, and it's a tough area. But the fact of how to enable them, because there are many people, whether they're addicted or not, that they know how to work the system better than anybody that works in the system. Mm-hmm. They know it inside out and backwards because they grew up in it, they've lived it, they've expanded their reach of it. That's been their career. And I know several of them, mm-hmm. and I can't fault them because it's all they know. They don't know what they don't know, you know? And I think until we get past let's just make it easier for them to, okay, let's figure out how to get them off of the programs they're on that enable them to get to where they are now. And we're not looking at that. It doesn't seem like it's, once they're there, then we have all these different programs, you know, 18,000 family reunification programs and, you know, all the different things. But if we could prevent what got them there in the first place, I think that might be a better bang for our buck. Plus, it'd be much more comfortable for them to have a soft landing early on instead of, towards the end.
I agree 100% with you, Carmen, and what you're saying, your sentiments. We don't need to be investing so much in enabling type of behaviors. It's far more productive for us at an individual level, at a community, government, whatever level, deal with the root issue. People need to be personally responsible, and this is not the job of the government to come and rescue, in my opinion. I know that this is a big issue with a lot of complications, and I can understand and respect that, but still, you usually won't find me saying, let's dish out a whole bunch of money and just throw little darts at symptoms. I don't think that's solving the bigger issue. Like you alluded to, we have to be willing to do the hard work ourselves and have personal responsibility for our life's choices. That doesn't make it easy. That doesn't mean, that there's judgment involved with it, but, I don't think that throwing money at situations like this and creating enabling situations is helpful. It's exploiting a situation and a people group even more. Because any time that you throw government money at something or there's tax incentives and whatever, you're going to have people who are going to manipulate that for their own personal use because it's just the way it is. It's unfortunately human nature for a lot of people.
What I love the most is when, and we're with the county social services, we're with this, we're with that. Come on in and it's free. That word free, it drives me crazy. It's like they should have to do a disclaimer whenever they use that because that's our money.
It is.
Is this how we want our money spent,
And then look at the big picture of all of this. We've been battling drugs for how long? Back in our day in high school, marijuana was kind of being introduced. Well, we lived in a kind of a power plant town, so that's where that kind of came from, or that's what we were told is where it came from. But back in the 80s, it was pot and cocaine. Now that is like, they wish they could bust a pot and cocaine party because now it's all the fentanyl and these higher, stronger drugs. And it's like, have we fixed anything? And it's like, okay, we're giving out needles. Is that going to go ahead and fix the problem? No, it's not going to fix the problem. It's enabling them to continue the problem. When are we going to fix the problem? And I tell you, there wouldn't be, all these drugs coming across the border if there wasn't such a strong demand for drugs right here in the United States of America. So that's what we have to stop. We can't just continue to let these drugs pour over the border, which they are slowing down. I get that. But it's like the people, they're not slowing down. I mean, we watched a video, we don't have it for the show today, but they call it the fent bent. It's these people like in LA and these big cities where they're just bent over in these weirdest positions because fentanyl paralyzes certain muscles in your body, and you find them in the oddest poses that you would think is so uncomfortable. But why aren't we fixing it? So what they do when we have a big, someone's coming to the city, like the FIFA Cup, or someone from China had come over a couple years ago out to LA, and it's like they get rid of all the tent city. In fact, that's what during the FIFA Cup, they got rid of the tent cities next to the stadium. And so it was nice and clean and shiny. And so when our company comes over, everything looks great. And then the minute these sporting events are over, the tent cities come back and the druggies come back. And it's like, how are we going to fix that? Yeah. How are we going to fix that?
Well, and we're living in a society where you have organizations, maybe they're 501c3s, whatever, different states where they'll go into these homeless communities and they'll say, we have a bed for you, we have treatment for you, we have this for you, we have that for you, offering them the same types of things as far as, and more, for their comfort. But the only thing is, you won't be doing drugs there. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, I want to stay here.
Mm-hmm. I think that
they're not ready,
Yeah. I think there's a really big difference that people need to realize and appreciate between nonprofits or ministries that give a hand out versus giving a hand up. I know I work for Heaven's Helper Soup Cafe, and we've been involved in our community for over 17 years. And one of the biggest things that I love and why I work for them is because they are very invested in giving people a hand up. It's like, you are worth helping. We want to work with your root issues, your core identity. We want to show you and mentor you into a better way of life, and here is how you can do it. You can volunteer. You will get soup cafe bucks, which makes them able to use the laptops and apply for a job. You can wash your clothes. You can get a new set of clothes so that you can go out and get a job. Hey, we may have these opportunities for employment in our community for you. And now we're most recently working on a mentorship program for men because we see, you know, our culture breaking down men. It's kind of like taking away guns in a way. You know, like men are supposed to be protection in our society, and we need to make sure that we don't lose good, strong men. So it's like, if you didn't have a dad, if you don't know the right way to go, if you want to get things straight, we're going to provide that kind of an opportunity, a hand up, not just a hand out.
Right, because a lot of times those nonprofits, there's so much of the money that comes in as donations, it goes to administrative expenses. You know, the CEOs are making $100 or $500 or $1 million a year, and the money doesn't go where it needs to go.
Right. And that is not the case with Heaven's Helpers.
Yeah, right. The do-gooders that do no good, we need to get rid of them and go to places like Heaven's Helpers, who actually wants to help people.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, absolutely. There's plenty of people that need help, and it's not working what we're doing right now.
The government can't just keep handing out drugs and Narcan. If this person has had Narcan, you know, 5, 6, 7 times, obviously, at some point, and I am a good Christian woman, or I think I am. Sometimes maybe you just need to let them go. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah. You know, because they're clearly not changing, and they're clearly continuing down the road that they are. And all of these people are somebody's son or daughter or brother or sister or aunt or uncle. And the families have given up hope, and now they're on the backs of the taxpayers. And what do we have to do? How long do we have to do it?
So it's the government's fault, and really it's our fault for saying, hey, government, deal with all of our problems, instead of us dealing with things on an individual level, a family level, a church, a community level. This is not the government's job.
Exactly. And we have to take personal responsibility as well.
Yes.
You know, it's not just the addict, it's those of us who could be doing something to help move things forward. That's personal responsibility.
Right. All right. So, boy, that was a tough one. I mean, I hate to talk about that, but you know, there's just what do you do? How do we move on? In our next segment, we're going to talk about how the Muslims abuse the welfare system. More positive information coming your way.
You know the rule. No phones at the dinner table.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just Noble Gold Investments. I bought some gold for the kids.
Finally.
Well, the gold you bought me gives me so much security in this economic disaster we're having. I want that for them too.
Well, I've been investing with Noble Gold Investments for years, and I'm pretty sure they can wait until after lunch.
Invest in something you can hold. Invest in Noble Gold. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to learn more.
West River Equipment of Mandan is here to help you maintain peak productivity in your operation. As an authorized dealer for many high-quality equipment lines, we have the new and used equipment it takes to make your farming, ranching, or construction operation profitable and efficient. West River Equipment also has the parts on hand and the experienced technicians in our shop to get your equipment back in action fast. Find what you need at West River Equipment on Old Red Trail in Mandan.
Find relief for what ails you at Steep Me Tea Apothecary. Teas, supplements, tinctures, and more, formulated to fight whatever has you down. We're Bismarck Mandan's favorite place to find delicious, natural, and easy ways to alleviate symptoms brought on by anything from colds to cancer. Brew a better you at Steep Me Tea Apothecary. Steep Me products may cause side effects, including but not limited to improved mood, deeper sleep, enhanced hydration, renewed sense of smell, increased energy levels, superior balance, boosted immunity, proper digestion, restored sense of calm, and a delightful smelling home.
Welcome to Radiant Retreat Tanning and Spa in Mandan, where a relaxing spa experience meets the latest in healing innovations. Take total control of your massage in our Hydro Massage Bed. Experience whole body healing in our Zero Body Cryo Bed. Let our salt sauna and halo generator restore your respiratory and skin health. And of course, tailored tanning will keep you looking as good as you feel. Discover your best self at Radiant Retreat, 1307 1st Street Northeast, Mandan.
We're from North Dakota, where 12,000 workers bring electricity to 2 million customers and provide over $5 billion in economic activity to the state, while reclaiming 22,000 acres of land. is coal country.
Welcome back to Ladies Have Another View on BEK. So if the drug addicts aren't using enough of our taxpayer money, how about the Muslims? I have a quick video on how they actually work the system to get as much SNAP money as they can. Take a look.
We've got 3 wives, 1 husband, 11 kids. We are a family. I teach my kids, like, for example, this is your mother, that's my second wife. The children were with her. Is your brothers and sisters.
One time she told me, she said, oh, I'm very happy with you, but it's a shame. I have to share you with another or 2 wives, but this is Islam.
Official data show that 65% to 72% of Muslim women don't work. Tell me how many of them with full face covering, burqa, have you seen working? Then 2 or 3 of them are married to the same guy. But only 1 is legally married. The rest of them claim benefits as single moms. Approx 27% of Muslim men don't work. This is their secret formula.
42 million people in this country that need food stamps on a weekly basis. And most of the people that are on food stamps aren't even from this country. 45% of Afghanistan immigrants are on food stamps. 42% of Somali immigrants. 34% of every immigrant from Iraq. 23% of Haitians, 59% of all illegal aliens are collecting food stamps, meaning that most of the people getting food stamps from the U.S. government and the U.S. taxpayer are not even Americans.
Who had a ministry to pregnant mothers. So she shows up at a Muslim house, has a little present. Well, out of a bedroom comes another pregnant Muslim mom. Out of a bedroom comes another pregnant Muslim mom. Out of a bedroom comes another pregnant Muslim mom, all pregnant by the same man. He's practicing Sharia law in his house. And then someone else says, oh yeah, Fazil bought a bunch of houses on the street, has a wife in each one.
Where was this?
In Detroit area. The wives go down to the welfare office and say their husband's not around. He goes and visits them, and the more kids they have, the larger the checks get. And he's living like a king at state expense, and all the kids playing in the middle of the street are his children. He's practicing Sharia law on his block. They take over several more blocks, and they vote in the school board. And now they have their Sharia in the schools. And then they take over more blocks. They vote in the police department, fire department. And in Hamtramck, Detroit, they vote in the majority of the city council.
51% of the total number of people that are receiving these SNAP benefits are purely because of their religious beliefs. Meaning these people are Muslims. And they're in a household with 3 other women that are filing for these benefits. So in the one house, there are 4 wives getting like 4 or 5 grand a pop because they have like 4 or 5 kids a pop, right? And their husbands are just going out to these meetings trying to convert more people. But at the end of the day, they're getting like $15,000, $20,000 a month for the one household. This shit needs to stop.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Like I said, if they're in the system, they learn how to work it. And obviously they are. But it goes back to, we have allowed Sharia law to not be outlawed in America. Mm-hmm. How many cities are implementing Sharia law and considering it legal? That's just wrong.
Right.
You know, and yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing how our system for benefits in the United States so aligns with what their goals are as, you know, Muslim fundamentalists, shall we say. You know, if they're there to really breed Islam, that's a perfect system in order to do it with. You know, I will be, you know, funded, my wives and my children, by this system and they'll take care of our foundational needs while I go and propagate this religion.
Right, and it's not a religion.
It's a religion and it's a political.
It's a cult, is what it is.
And what I think of, going clear back 20 years ago, I was reading about how we are going to become the minority in this country, and clear back then it was about the Muslims coming in, and think of that: one man, 4 wives, each of them having 4 children. Think of a typical suburban home. You got mom and dad, you got a couple kids, and 2 kids maybe, and it's just like, what the heck?
Oh, I know. I know.
Look at the difference.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is amazing to me is just the fact of, people can say, oh, you're hate speech and you're against Muslims. No, it's not about that at all. What it is about, take a look at these women. Do you want to live that way? Do you want your children to live that way? Is this what we're going to allow to repeat and continue going on and on in our communities? I don't want to see that. That's not what our nation has been founded on, and that's not the way that I want to see the direction of our country go.
So let's see what Poland is doing about it. Take a look at this.
How many refugees has Poland taken?
0.
And you're proud of that?
If you are asking me, if you are asking me about Muslims illegal immigration, none, not even one, will come to Poland. Not even one if it's illegal. We took over 2 million Ukrainians who are working, who are peaceful in Poland. We will not receive even one Muslim because this is what we promised.
But I asked
this
not about illegal
failed.
immigrants, I asked about refugees. And Jean-Claude Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why our government was elected. But this is why Poland is so safe. This is the reason why we had not even one terrorist attack. Look at the streets in Poland, and we can be called populists, nationalists, racists. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
Amen to that. I care about my family and I care about my country. And it's like our government is not protecting our country. And if they think, if they think they're doing the right thing, they're absolutely not. Just take a page book from what's going on in Minnesota. When that cracked open, when that opened up, it only opened up other places across the entire country. We are learning about all the fraud, but is it stopping? Have they deported any of these people? And I know a lot of this stuff is done behind the scenes and we don't know who's been deported and who hasn't, but it sure would be nice to have like a scorecard to see what direction we're going in and if we're winning or losing the game.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, if we could have some sort of, I do believe I'm seeing more action, and maybe it's just because more is being published online, but our Department of Justice seems to be doing a lot of good work utilizing the laws that are on the books, not asking the judges to rule anything except within the law, and that's great.
Yeah, and I think it's important to say again and reiterate, at least from my standpoint and perspective, I have no problems with refugees. I have no problem understanding that people came to our country from other countries and were foreigners, but they came to make a life and speak the language and to work and to build a life for themselves and their families. And that is what we are interested in and standing up for. We shouldn't have to have the government pay for those things.
Right. So my parents, when they were born here, their parents were not born here. They were born in Russia. But they didn't speak a word of English when they went to elementary school. So they stayed in at recess to go ahead and learn the English language. And that's what we need to demand here in the United States. We don't have to have 30 or 40 different interpreters at different school systems. Check Fargo out for an example, how many interpreters they have in their school systems. It's amazing. We just need to set some rules. This is our country. Yes, you can live here, but you're going to follow our rules. We're not following yours. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and you're going to see who else hasn't followed a rule. Take a look at this on our lighter side after the break.
And my son were making a switch to natural deodorants, moving away from the aluminum products, the unhealthy ingredients, flip the bottle over, can't pronounce anything on there. And so we started trying different products that were in the marketplace. And each one of them was really disappointing. And so we spent a year with our chemist working on lots of different versions of the formula until we finally perfected it, where, you know, the product lasts the entire day. It smells amazing. And our customers are extremely happy with, you know, the quality, the longevity, and the natural ingredients that we're using. You can go to masculinemanessentials.com, use code LADIES10 for 10% off, and we really appreciate your support.
There's never been a better time to rediscover the style, reliability, and all-season, all-terrain fun of the all-new Nissan lineup at the new and improved Ryan Nissan. Whether it's the sleek and stylish Murano, the adventure-ready Pathfinder, or the reimagined, ready-for-anything 2026 Rogue, the all-new Ryan Nissan has the vehicle of your dreams at a price perfect for any budget. It's time to rediscover your passion for the road. It's time to rediscover the all-new Ryan Nissan, engineered to endure.
Are you dealing with arthritis, nerve and back pain, dry skin, or superficial wounds, but found no relief? Give Stewart's Natural Health a try. For over 4 decades, Stewart's Natural Health has been helping people and animals with herbal and natural oil lotions, ointments, and creams with a mission to help you relieve pain and feel your best using the power of nature. Discover the safe, drug-free solution to your pain, guaranteed or your money back. Visit stewartsnatural.health today.
Welcome to Where Classy Meets Wild West. Buffalo Gypsy Boutique of Bismarck has clothing, decor, and gifts ranging from sophisticated boho style to fun and flashy. Our exclusive brands such as Scully, Double D Ranch, and Tanner Mark provide standout style for the whole family, right down to the little ones. We always have a great selection of Kimes denim, and we proudly offer American-made jewelry and artwork. Find Buffalo Gypsy classing up North Bismarck just off Highway 83.
West River Equipment of Mandan is here to help you maintain peak productivity in your operation. As an authorized dealer for many high-quality equipment lines, we have the new and used equipment it takes to make your farming, ranching, or construction operation profitable and efficient. West River Equipment also has the parts on hand and the experienced technicians in our shop to get your equipment back in action fast. Find what you need at West River Equipment on Old Red Trail in Mandan.
Welcome to Arrowhead Cleaners. Newly renovated, modernized, and ready to make your cleaning needs hassle-free. From commercial and residential wash and fold laundry services to the latest in professional dry cleaning techniques, we are dedicated to your unique needs, offering alterations, fabrications, and even custom hat making. So whether you're a busy professional, a family on the go, or even a rodeo champion, Arrowhead Cleaners is here to take your things from messed up to dressed up. Now celebrating our 64th year in Arrowhead Plaza.
Ashley, North Dakota is where life moves a little slower, but never gets dull. From hunting, camping, and fishing to safe streets where kids can be kids, this is the best of small town living. And Ashley offers everything you need, from healthcare to hardware to countless ways to stay active. Here, we've invested in our future with major upgrades to roads, parks, and education. Whether you're here for the day or here for life, you'll find Ashley's where you ought to be.
Welcome back to Ladies of Another View on Beck. This brings us to our lighter side. And when I saw this video, I couldn't help but laugh. And it's just, it goes over. Anyway, take a look at it. So this guy is just sitting on his porch, and this bear floats by on a boat that he commandeered from upstream somewhere. And the guy's just, we've played a few times here, but he's just looking at like, what in the world? I mean, if you wouldn't see it for yourself, you wouldn't believe that it was actually true. But just a bear standing on a boat.
Oh my gosh.
He's commandeering that thing.
It's standing up just like I always stand. I'm not on all fours. I mean, how crazy is that?
It's almost like he's using the trolling motor,
to
turn and whatnot.
I'm gonna make this a little easier for myself and work smarter, not harder, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Funny.
Did you ever hear about where that was?
I read, I can't remember now, I can't remember the name of the river, but...
It had to be black bear territory anyway.
Yeah, no, but how sweet is that? It's like, you know, everyone, of course, you need to be fearful of those wild bears and whatnot, but there are some bears that come into some neighborhoods that are, you know, people kind of know who they are and whatnot, but you never, ever, ever approach them. Same thing as Yellowstone. There's been so many mishaps again with the buffalo, and I just can't understand why people just can't figure out that you cannot pet the fluffy cows. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They, that one that I saw out there in Yellowstone, that the bull was just laying there in the grass, and you could tell it was hot and dry, and the grandfather and his grandson, what'd they say, 100 yards away, just observing, and suddenly that bull got off the ground and he charged. And it was like, wow, I mean, they were following all the protocols, and so that was kind of weird. But
and it chased him around trees and everything, and it's like, you know, and he finally did get thrown up in the air. They figure about 16 feet, and he landed. He's stiff and sore, but no broken bones or hips or anything like that.
Right.
But it was a grandpa and his grandson.
Yeah. I have a T-shirt that says "Been tossing tourists since 1898" or something, and it's a buffalo on the front. You know?
That's funny. But you do need to watch out for those black bear. I mean, there's a lot of theft involved these days. As you can see, we're bringing it to you, so you can make sure and don't leave your boat out where it can be taken by a black bear.
And just be observant. You might have a bear just kind of sliding right by, right?
Well, and I do have a niece that lives up in Bemidji, and they'll see bear sightings quite frequently around their place. And, you know, a sister was just out camping out in Wyoming this weekend, and they also, you know, see bears and whatnot. So they're there. And I saw on one program where the government is starting to say that, hey, some of these areas, they do have enough bears now, so they're going to, you know, start controlling them a little bit better because they're ruining livestock and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for watching with us today. I hope you enjoyed the bear story, and order some skincare. It's good for all of us, and if you can get something holistic for your skin rather than all the chemicals that we've been putting on for years, just it's a wise choice. So we'll see you next time right here on Ladies of Another View on BEK. Now go save our country, and you know, send us a good bear story.
Ashley, North Dakota is where life moves a little slower, but never gets dull. From hunting, camping, and fishing to safe streets where kids can be kids, this is the best of small town living. And Ashley offers everything you need, from healthcare to hardware to countless ways to stay active. Here, we've invested in our future with major upgrades to roads, parks, and education. Whether you're here for the day or here for life, you'll find Ashley's where you ought to be.
We are the St. Mary Sisters. We are building a new facility here in Bismarck, North Dakota, for the sake of training young women to be courageous teachers in this state. The Sisters will educate the younger generation to be fully alive through truth and discipline. The Sisters' life of devotion and joy will make a positive difference in your community. Check out what we're up to, see what's going on, and join our mission to make a difference in the lives of the children of North Dakota.
I'm Gary Emineth, host of Open Range. We've been at this for the past couple years. Representative Matt Heilman of Bismarck and former legislator Brandon Pritchard are going to do some regular segments on Open Range. While we cover a lot of politics, we're still going to be continue doing mostly all things North Dakota. One exception, Friday evening, I'll be doing a new show on Open Range called On the Horn. This show will be long interviews of 3 to 5 hours with the people I'm interviewing. They'll be airing week after week on that Friday evening. So thank you for being a part of the BEK TV and Open Range family.
Come on in and experience small town hospitality and the personalized care that makes car buying a pleasure.
We know that every journey starts with the right car. Whether it's school drop-off, weekend road trips, or your daily commute, we have the right vehicle for you and your family.
With trusted brands, affordable prices, and a team that treats you like family, finding your next car has never been so easy.
We pride ourselves on personal attention and quality service. Facet Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Hey y'all, it's Trent on the loose. I want to tell you, Lady Blue and I, we got a lot of miles together, but you know what? You and I got a lot of miles together as well. And all I want to do is bring to you the information on how we maintain a domestic supply of food and fuel for future generations. So I'm going to continue to travel the world and unearth the stories that make it possible that we can live in a free United States of America.
I'm Corey Heppola, and a long time ago I left my small town for a big city. Now I wonder, what would it be like to move rural?
Just because we're small doesn't mean we can't have nice things.
This is my town.
Man, it's mad love up in here.
Sunday night, 6:30 on BEK TV.